All right, guys, what's going on? It's Jack, and welcome back to another video. So I don't have much time in this commentary, just about 8 minutes or so. So let's get right into this, and we're going to be talking about the reasons to be excited for the next Call of Duty game, Call of Duty 2020, Black Ops 5, whatever the hell you want to call it, Black Ops reboot. I am going to be talking about the reasons to be excited. So let's get right into this. So I'm going to go from the bottom of my list up. I was going to do the opposite, but I'm going to go the other way into this time, make this a little bit more interesting. So the first thing I want to talk about is no BR. And I don't have anything against the Battle Royale genre at all. Not at all. As a matter of fact, I respect it more than anything. Despite the fact that those kind of games are not for me, who knows? Maybe one day they'll make a hybrid of that kind of game to where it actually would appease a player like myself. So, but the fact that there's no BR, that there would probably the chances are that there's no BR in development would not hurt the multiplayer development. So, and from all the leaks that we've heard about, we need all the focus on the multiplayer as we can get. So the fact that there's no BR actually only leaves for better things to happen. We all know that Black Ops 4 multiplayer took a huge hit with the fact that so much attention was paid to Blackout, but at the same time, Blackout did provide a lot of entertainment for a lot of players. And at the same time, it did kind of save Treyarch's ass because they were originally going to make Black Ops 4 different than what we got. And the fact that they had to kind of play catch up because they went so far off base is something that we can't really forget about. So, and with that being said, since there's no BR, over the last couple of years, we've always been getting something else after 6 months, whether it's BR, whatever the deal is. With Black Ops 4, we basically had Blackout from the beginning, but they kept on giving us variations of the game. They kept on updating the game and all that kind of stuff, and that game mode as well. Basically after 6 months, it seems like after a 6 month period with multiplayer, especially since last year, we've been getting something. So there might be a shot. There might be a chance that we might get the original Black Ops 1 remastered. And if we get both Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, which I highly doubt, the thing is, we're gonna get Black Ops 1 remastered if there is going to be something that's going to be released. And I think a lot of fans would absolutely positively love that. A lot of fans have been waiting for it. And hopefully one day we may even get a Black Ops 2 remastered sometime in the future. But if this game that's been rumored to be a Black Ops reboot or whatnot, if they want to honor the Black Ops franchise properly, then it would make sense 6 months later after release, which is usually how long COD games last nowadays in terms of popularity. It would make sense to kind of jolt a shot of adrenaline and release a Black Ops 1 remastered. Now, I know some of you guys say, hey, World at War comes first because that came before Black Ops 1. I get it. But again, if the next game really is a Black Ops game, then it makes sense for that remastered game to be Black Ops. So let's get right into the next one on my list, crossplay. You can't go wrong with crossplay. We have a really big community, despite the fact that some people may say that Call of Duty is dead or dying or whatnot. Warzone, after about, 24 to 48 hours, has been said to have over 6 million players playing that game. I don't know if that number has increased or decreased since then, but all I know is that there is a percentage of those players that are strictly BR players or strictly just casual players that like free content or whatnot, so we don't exactly know what percentage of those players are actually Call of Duty players. But the fact that we have a lot of players playing a game that has the Call of Duty brand on it, despite the fact that it's Battle Royale, is only going to basically breathe some life into the franchise one way or another. Some players might say, hey, I enjoyed Warzone, so let's try this next multiplayer that's coming out or whatnot. So again, it's all about word of mouth and popularity, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles, man. It's all about numbers and money. Yeah. But let's keep going on this list here. Of course, free DLC. I mean, they have already stated that they have made increased profits from the new free DLC formula that they've implemented with Modern Warfare. So since it's already generating more money than what Black Ops 4 did during the quarter or whatnot, then, well, why not rinse and repeat, right? Why take a step back from that? And money talks more than anything. If you want to influence Activision and the developers, more than anything Activision, because they're the ones that are in charge, right? If you want to influence Activision as well as, influence the developers, and it's the best way to do it. Money talks and bullshit walks, as the old saying goes, and it's absolutely true. So if you want to change Call of Duty in any way, shape, or form, whether it be better or worse or whatnot, Money is what's going to make it happen. So the fact that we're definitely going to get a free DLC, so that's good. So we don't have to worry about any battle pass or anything like that. Hopefully, with the combination of the things that I just discussed, we're going to have true free content, more valuable free content rather than just BS that that a lot of players just wouldn't really care about all that much. You know, because if they're going to do a tier system or whatnot to where you're constantly unlocking shit, you know, they can give us more stuff that's worth unlocking, you know, and hopefully as time goes on, they'll get better with it as they continue to make more money. But who knows? Maybe at the same time, if they're already making that money so easily, it's like, hey, why would they have to work harder? You know, it is. See, this is where the love-hate relationship comes in between that shit. But anyway, so free DLC is overall, it's free DLC and free content is a good thing. Hopefully they'll just make it worth a little bit more than what it is. So yeah, let's keep going on this list over here. So, all right. So chances are with the next Call of Duty game, we will not be punished for moving because, and again, this goes hand in hand with the first thing I had on my list, which is the fact that we got Treyarch and Sledgehammer Games working together. Sledgehammer Games has been absolutely loved ever since the World War II overhaul. I mean, Aaron Hanlon and crew did an absolutely fantastic job with the World War II overhaul. It didn't necessarily do a complete 360, but it was at the very least a 180, and some people would probably say it was a hell of a lot more than a 180. That really changed the game that much for the better. I wish Modern Warfare would do such a thing, but that's not the case here. But the fact that Aaron Hanlon and crew basically did that an amazing overhaul was a really good accomplishment. Until this day, I think, if I remember properly, in one of Thunder's more recent videos, he says that there are over 700,000 people playing World War II, which is definitely a good thing. So, and if you look at their track record between both Sledgehammer and Treyarch, they pretty much create games that influence movement. So, I mean, granted, World War II, especially within the first 6 months, was a little bit different, but it sure as hell wasn't anything to the degree that Modern Warfare was in terms of tactical and passive. It was a step down from the previous game, obviously, because Infinite Warfare is one of the fastest CODs, if not the fastest COD we've ever experienced. But with that being said, that was an advanced movement game. But when you look at boots on the ground, when you look at the overall formula in terms of what Sledgehammer and Treyarch do, I personally think it can make for an interesting recipe for the fact that I think we're going to get a game that's going to feel like a Sledgehammer game, but it's going to have a little bit of influence from Treyarch, obviously. Treyarch is going to put some of their recipe into the game, and I definitely don't see how that could be a bad thing. I don't think so, especially since they have similar playstyles. And if you actually look at Sledgehammer, they try to do their own thing, but if you think about it, if you look at both Advanced Warfare as well as World War II, you could tell that they're more inspired by Treyarch than they are Infinity Ward. So again, all good reasons to be excited. So let me down in the comment section, what are your personal reasons for being excited for the next Call of Duty game? What are your hopes? And of course, in the next video, I will be talking about reasons to not be excited for Call of Duty 2020. And that's all I got for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary. And if you did, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.